Hello, my name is Simeon Smith. I'm a student in Professor Claudette Alexander Thomason's English 1102 class, CRN 60995. And the title of my essay and my presentation is On the Building and Breaking Down of Fences. It's based on my critical analysis essay of the play Fences by August Wilson. About the author. August Wilson was born in 1945 in Pittsburgh to a German immigrant father and an African American mother. He left school at age 15 and became active in the Black arts movement in Pittsburgh. Wilson and a friend founded the Black Horizons Theater Company in 1969 in Pittsburgh, where they wrote and produced several plays. Wilson moved to St. Paul, Minnesota in 1978. He began to gain critical acclaim in 1982 when the Yale Repertory Company performed his play Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. August Wilson is widely considered to be one of the most influential and celebrated American playwrights. About the play. Published in 1985, Fences won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama in 1987. It is part of Wilson's 10-play Pittsburgh cycle that tells the stories of the African American experience in Pittsburgh. Fences is set in the late 1950s and goes through the mid-1960s in Pittsburgh's Hill District. The two-act play is entirely set in the small backyard of a modest home in the Hills neighborhood. The play centers around Troy, an African American garbage collector with a troubled past as he struggles to provide for his family. Troy once had a promising career in baseball, but he was, quote, too early, and his career ended before African Americans could play in the major leagues. The fence. Throughout the play, we see Troy sporadically working to build a wooden fence around his yard at the behest of his wife, Rose. As the story develops, the fence becomes a metaphor for the many barriers in the lives of the central characters. For Rose, the fence represents her efforts to keep her family together, safe, and secure. For Troy and his sons, the fence represents the emotional barriers Troy builds and maintains between himself and his two boys. The fence also comes to represent the racial barriers in America at the time, barriers to economic and social equality. Rose. Rose is Troy's wife and Corey's mother. It is Rose who wants the fence built around the backyard in the first place. When Corey and Troy are talking and speculating about why Rose wants the fence, Troy's friend Bono remarks, some people build fences to keep people out, and other people build fences to keep people in. Rose wants to hold on to you all. She loves you. For Rose, the fence is a symbol of her efforts to keep her family together through all of the ups and downs in their lives. She is completely devastated to learn that her fences failed and Troy has fathered a baby with another woman. Rose once again picks up the pieces and raises the child as her own, but she tells Troy that his betrayal has made him a womanless man. Troy, Lyons, and Corey. Lyons is Troy's son from a previous relationship, raised by his mother while Troy was in prison for murder. For Lyons, the fence represents Troy's disapproval of his lifestyle. Lyons is a musician and relies on his girlfriend's job to pay the bills. Troy refuses to accept Lyons or watch him perform. For Corey, the fence is built when Troy makes him stop playing football and ruins his chances at a college scholarship. The fence is reinforced when Corey learns of Troy's affair. Corey leaves and joins the Marines and does not return until after Troy's death. Fences as a racial barrier. Troy's father was an indebted sharecropper in the South. He was a hard man who did not have time or concerns for relationships with his children. Troy's lack of opportunities in the South led him to robbery. He killed a man during a robbery, which landed him a 15-year prison sentence. It was in prison that Troy discovered baseball. He was very talented, but racial barriers kept him from success in the majors. Troy's experience with baseball soured him and led to his refusal to let Corey pursue football. As a garbage collector, Troy again encountered racial barriers, but he was able to break through, becoming the first black driver for the city of Pittsburgh. Fences is a play about an African American family struggling to get by in the industrial northeastern United States in the late 1950s. The play centers around Troy and his efforts to build a wooden fence around his yard. The fence is symbolic of various emotional, psychological, and social barriers in the lives of the characters. Some of the play's fences are broken down, but others remain and have lasting effects on the family long after Troy's death.